Hey, Tony Gasson here, popping in with another episode of Talks with Tony. Let's see. Hey, thank you for taking the time to read this letter. I've been with my husband for 12 years. He has a best friend. She's gay, but has a 7-year-old. I separated from my husband a year ago due to issues that we have had, but we have reconciled and moved forward. But to get to the point, I'm having mixed feelings about her because I feel like she's been trying to put in his ear that we shouldn't be together. Reason being is that she stayed with my sister, who confirmed to me that she had said when we were separated and getting back together that he's just coming back to use me, then he'll leave. I did have a simple relationship once we separated because I was thinking we were over, but that wasn't the case. But anywho, when we first got back together, we had a gathering and she ended up bringing the other guy name up, starting an argument because I felt like it wasn't his place and me and my husband were separated. Also, me and my husband last summer started fishing as usual, and she started going out with him and calling him to fish with her, which ended up them going out fishing more than me and him. On top of that, it's like every time he came home after being with her, his vibe was off. Maybe because she was putting something in his ear. I'm not sure at this point, assuming. I don't know if she's trying to draw him away because she's jealous of what we have, or I'm assuming. And then I also told my husband that I had problems with her because of the information my sister gave me, and that I didn't have time for anybody to come and put negativity in our lives when we are trying to get better. But he still goes around and hang with her, but he doesn't want me to be around my best friend. It's always a negative issue when I bring up her name, but he can still be around her, his best friend. It's way more to this, but I'm making it short and simple to this problem. So am I tripping, or can my intentions be correct? She did have a baby, so I know she's not 100% to her, because that may be why it's lingering. Please give me insight on this situation. I wish I could write down all the problems, but it'll be a book. Okay, I see in your signature here you got community colleges alumni. All right. Oh, alumni, huh? All right, so say, listen, I'm an alumni. Got that in her signature. Now, this is real interesting to me because I just never heard a husband and wife going fishing like that, just like so casual. I know it happened because me and my sons our family was invited on the boat with this other family, but it was the whole family. They was taking their kids. Now, you ain't say nothing about y'all having kids. Y'all been with your husband. You've been with your husband 12 years now. You ain't say if y'all was married for 12 years, but I don't know. But one thing I'll say is no, I don't trust it. I don't trust that friendship with the lady, and I'm not sure if she gay because she got a 7-year-old. So listen, when you got your child, and I done seen this because it's my family is like this. It's women in my family that have kids, multiple kids, and then they become gay. But it's like riding a bicycle. Once that thing has been in you, it could be in you again. Point blank period. And I see a lot of women flip flop back and forth. They straight, they gay. They straight, they gay. They straight, they gay. And it's like, really, those type of women, they just want love. They just want love. A lot of times when you really look into their story, they got some stuff that done happened. They done been through some things. They got abandonment issues, got some trauma, got some situations, and really what they want is love and acceptance. And that's why they willing to be with a man, they willing to be with a woman. But the world call it bisexual. No, it's not. It ain't about being bisexual. It's about wanting love. Cause sexual is sex. bisexual is meaning you having sex with these different people, with man and woman, and you like it both. But really what the underlying issue is the trauma, and it's them wanting love. And so now another thing that I have noticed, all humans is messy. All humans messy. But anybody who know gay people, and even gays could admit to this, sometimes they messy too. They human too. So they messy too. And sometimes they could be messy in other ways, and they could be extra messy. And here's the thing. Now me, I ain't worried about all that cancel culture and all that. It's like, listen, if you choose to live that lifestyle, I'm going to talk about you just like I talk about a straight person. It's like, you ain't no special, you ain't in no mausoleum, and you can't be spoke on because of your lifestyle. No, you're a human. You God's child. So if you want to be accepted and you want to be treated equal, then you got to be willing to be talked about equal. And a lot of things is, a lot of times gay people be messy. And so even if she don't want your man, she don't want your husband, she could want him to be single and miserable like she's single and miserable. She could want his company. She could honestly want to be with a man, and they could be sleeping together. Which is why his energy could be different when he come back. Because it is women who are bi. And she could be putting that thing on him, but because she got low standards, he don't have to be with her. But one thing about a man is, a man, if we in this situation like this, we gonna try that woman who say she gay. We gonna try her. A man is gonna try her, because that's a notch in the belt. That's a turn on to a man, to the male mind, to get a woman who say she into women and to get her to be back into men. That is a huge challenge. And that could be why his energy changing when he come home. That's an option now. And that's the thing, is a lot of time with y'all women, y'all be too naive. Y'all be too naive. Listen, I'm going to tell you like this right here. If I was your husband, and what I'm saying, I'm not saying me, because I'm not going to have a female friend. I don't believe that's appropriate. And you talking about he don't like you around your friend, and you said her. You say anytime I bring up her name. Now, when you say your friend now, he don't want me to be around my best friend. It's always a negative issue when I bring up her name. But he can still be around her, his best friend. It's way more to this. So if your best friend is a her, that's a super red flag that he don't want you to be around your best friend, and that's a woman. Now, if your best friend is a him, then that ought to show you too why he don't want you to be around. But it sounds like it's a her the way you wrote it. But I don't really know, because I could tell, with your writing style, I really don't know. And I'm gonna tell you what though, if he don't want you around your best friend, a lot of times we don't want our person to do something, it's because we know what go down. So if his best friend, this lady who claimed to be gay, is hating on you, then he already going to assume that if you with your best friend, y'all gonna be talking about him, and you gonna be getting, and your friend gonna be hating on him. So that right there is part of the issue. That's part of the issue. So me personally, now if I not me personally, but if I was your husband, meaning I'm a male, I understand the male mind. If I take my male mind and I put my male mind into the mindset of a man who has been with a woman for 12 years, but has a female best friend who is said to be gay, but she got a 7-year-old child, and I fish, because that's also a different kind of man. I fish, not good or bad, but that's an adventurous man. Like me personally, I fish, but I'm not crazy about fishing. I have gone fishing with my grandma when I was little, a handful of times, and then as an adult, I've been fishing probably 5 times. I like the idea of, I don't like the sliminess of the bait and hooking the bait on there. And I don't like when that hook be catching my finger. I like throwing it out there into the water. I like chilling out there, it's sitting there. I'm cool because I'm cool with my thoughts. I like when I get something on the hook and I go to reeling it in. I don't like the fear, the anxiety of losing it off the hook. That really hurts when it fall off the hook. It like, oh, and you feel like a failure. So I don't like being in that vulnerable place. Then when I pull it in, I don't want to have nothing to do with what's on that hook. I do not want to touch it because it's slimy. I'm scared of it because it got fins that got stuff that stick you. And I done been stuck before growing up with my grandma. I don't want to touch it. I don't like looking at the face of it. And I don't like trying to grab something to get the hook out of it. I don't like doing surgery on a fish while I'm holding this slimy thing and trying to pull a hook out of his eye or his mouth or his gill or his some. It just feels like a doctor doing surgery, and it is gross to me. My stomach is not built for it. So I shared that with you to say that a man who fishes is a different type of man. He is adventurous. It's not to say he tougher. It's not. It just his mind. He okay with that, and he one with nature. He more primal, and he's adventurous. He take chances. So that's why I'm explaining this, because if I go into the mindset of your husband, if I'm your husband, I'll put that thing on that gay woman. Well, if I'm your husband, I'll tell her, pretend I'm a woman. And be right down there eating that peach cobbler. If I'm your husband, now not me now. If I'm your husband, I'm putting a wig on. Hey, pretend I'm a woman. And be down there. Torn like a guitar string. And tell that woman, pretend I'm a woman. Pretend I'm a woman putting a scrap on. Just pretend it's a scrap. Because that's what y'all be doing on. Okay, I thought so. All right, just pretend it's a scrap. This is a scrap. If I'm your husband, I don't trust it. Now, unless this woman looked like she fell off the back of a truck and laid there, then it's a 50 to 70% chance that what I said would be happening is happening. Now, unless she looked like she fell off the back of a truck. Now, if she looked a mess, then yes, she could just be a platonic friend. And she is his therapy. She is his therapist. She is his life coach. But she giving bad advice. But now listen, you also playing the fool. Because if y'all broke up and you say you thought it was over and you went and got in a simple relationship, that means you really ain't hooked on your husband. That means you really want soul tied. You really want super hooked. Now, you could be a little bit, but that means you willing to move on. Now, it sounds like you said she told your sister. I'm having mixed feelings about her because I feel like she's been trying to put in his ear that we shouldn't be together. Reason, and see, that's why I was telling y'all, I don't know if this lady who wrote this best friend is a man or a woman, because when she said her, I don't know if she was switching back to her, meaning the lady, because of like when she said this sentence, there's no period or no comma in there. I read it like it is. But she say, I'm having mixed feelings about her because I feel like she's been trying to put in his ear that we shouldn't be together. And I pause, but there's no period or comma. Reason being is that she stayed with my sister. Now this the other thing. Okay, I see what state y'all in. Y'all in Virginia. I'm just like, what kind of? This just remind me a lot of my mama's side of the family, because you got a husband. He got a female best friend who is gay. She got a 7-year-old child, but she done live with your sister. Like, there's just a lot going on. And then she telling your sister, talking about you and your man to your sister, like that's not your sister. Like, she not talking to her friend over here that don't know y'all and just gossiping. She telling your sister, knowing that this your sister. She a woman, so she know how a woman gonna talk to her sister. So she know your sister gonna come tell you this. So don't think she don't know. That's why she told your sister. So this woman who claimed to be gay, she playing the middle and both ends. She trying to get news back to you and get news to your husband. And so that's what I mean by messy. Now, you ain't got to be gay to be messy. It's straight people that's messy like that too. But that's messy. And then the lady, your husband must got a job that could pay bills, because the lady, she tired of living with your sister. She might not be living with your sister no more, but she tired of living with people. So she know that if your husband, her best friend, if he leave you, then she'll be able to move, her and her 7-year-old will be able to move in with him. Because they best friends and they like to fish together. And now she invite your husband out to fish. That's disrespectful. It's like, I don't care if you is gay, you still got a thing down there. So I don't care if I'm a woman, I don't care if you is gay. Don't be inviting my husband out. Child. His homeboy can invite him out to fishing. But not his homegirl. No. Oh, you going fish? Okay, I'm going with you. I'm putting that ultimatum down. Come on now. What y'all doing? So she stayed with my sister, who confirmed to me that she said when we were separated and getting back together that he's just coming back to use me, then he'll leave. So she done told your sister that your husband don't really want you. He just coming back to use you. So it sounds like your husband ain't got nothing then. He ain't got too much time to be fishing. He fishing with you now, and you busy, so you making money, and you ain't got all the time in the world. But then he going fishing with her. People who fish a lot ain't really got a lot going on. Like, I'll be honest with you now. Yeah, I know you can love it, and it's a hobby now, unless you're making money from it. And that's your job. That's how you make money. You flipping fish. You know, or you chartering, you got the boat and you taking people out and they paying you to go fishing. That's totally different now. But when you just going to fish all the time, it's like, how he got time to fish with you and got time to fish with her when you ain't even got time to fish with him while he fishing with her? So it sounds like you productive, and it sounds like he just got a lot of time on his hands. So you see what I'm saying? So now, look at this now. So now she told your sister this business. She a human. She know humans gossip. She know how humans talk. So now she know your sister finna run tell that. So now she know your sister coming to tell you that. But now you ignored that and you still went on and got with him, which rightfully so. You shouldn't let no telephone game mess up your relationship with somebody who you know got a little hate in their blood. And so you did the right thing. But then when your husband be around and he come back and that energy different. Now I'm going to tell you as a man, when we go around another woman and we come back and our energy different, we done put something on her. We done put something on that woman, or it is being something that been planted in our spirit negative about the woman we with. So I'm gonna tell you that right there. So that is that energy. He ought to come back if it's a good outing and he around good people and it's productive for his life. He should come back feeling invigorated, rejuvenated, and come back and treat you like a queen. Be smiling, be laughing, having a great time. He coming back with that spirit off, yeah. It ain't no good deposit that he getting when he going over there with her. She hate. Yeah, see, God bless you. Cause me personally, I'd be done had to confront the lady. If I was the woman, I'd be done confronted the lady. And with that confrontation, we would be throwing hands. Rewind, delete. Delete that. I don't want to put that in your spirit. So I need coaching. Because I might be immature. Because I'm gonna tell you what. If I was a woman now, and even as a man now, if my wife had a man friend who claimed to be gay, and she hanging out with him, and then she coming back with her, and she acting funny, I'm gonna confront him. And don't let him get slick out the mouth. It going down. But them men can fight now. I don't know about the women. But some of them men can fight now. Men be wearing y'all straight, man. Man be I don't fight, I shoot. I be sitting behind somebody's bar. I say, it's second degree though, not first degree. I wasn't planning to do it, but he tried me like a baser, and next thing you know, I just in the leg though. I want him to live, but yeah, I got to go and sit down and do this time. And can you get my cell phone in here? Cause I still got videos to shoot for YouTube. So what I try to do is just kind of shoot my videos on the low when everybody's sleeping and the guards ain't walking by, and then I put the video up. That's what happened with me, so I need coaching. But on this right here, I'm trying to help you do the right thing and be positive. So honestly, for me in this situation, it had to be this is an ultimatum situation. This is a situation that for me, if somebody that my spouse is hanging with is messing up their mental and they spirit and their energy is bad, it's gonna be an ultimatum. Hey, it's them or it's me. I don't like what you got going on with this here situation. The same way he hating on you hanging with your friend, the same way he don't want you to hang with your friend, how in the world he gonna have a double standard and tell you can't hang with your friend that's not messing your head up, that ain't affecting your relationship, but then he want to hang with his friend? Now, you can't do that. That's not marriage. And if he choose to continue to hang with her, that means he loves her. And some men will choose their female friend over their wife. And the reason being is because if they not sleeping together, or if they sleep together every blue moon, the man is actually falling in love with that woman. Because that conversation is love making. We think love making is just in the bed. Remember, I tell y'all all the time, love making is communication. Love making is conversation. That's why they say conversation rules a nation. If Putin will sit down with the man of Ukraine, that conversation could heal the nation. But they not sitting down and talking about it. So that's why they going through what they going through. So you have to understand that when he talking to her and he hanging with her, she's speaking into his life. She praising him. She affirming him. She putting him on game. She giving him female perspective. And so he falling in love with that. So when you give this ultimatum, which I ain't got to tell you that, I know that's what's coming. When you give this ultimatum, if he choose her, that's your sign right there that he done fell in love with her. And that's cool. Just back on out the way. You know already went and got in you a relationship when y'all was separated. Y'all wasn't even divorced. Y'all was separated. You went and got in a relationship, so you went and got in sin. So you ain't that tied to this man. So that's a sign too. It's like, is you wasting your life? Is you just in a dead end relationship? Are you forcing something that you shouldn't be forcing? Like, you got to be real with yourself now. Come on now. You got to be real with yourself now. Come on now. What it gonna be now? Get your life together. Y'all gotta forgive, I'm trying to put one of these here, schedule this here video. So listen to me. This ultimatum season. In this situation right here, it need to be an ultimatum. And he might fight it and get mad. And now the thing about it is, now this other lady, this where it get a little tricky at, because if this other lady, if you don't really know her like that, and she done live with your sister, so you familiar with her somewhat. But this other lady, you got what she doing is real messy. Gossiping to your sister, gossiping to your husband, but ain't saying nothing to you. What she doing is real messy. What scared me about messy people is, from what she's already done, this also the type of woman to slice your tires if she wants your husband. So if you tell your husband, listen, it's me or her, and your husband choose you, don't be surprised if your tires get sliced or you get some sugar in your tank. Now, will she loosen your lug nuts on your tires so that the tire come off and you die on the highway? I can't see it like that, because I feel like she would be a little more conniving, a little more confrontational, a little more devious to go that far. But sliced tires, and maybe not even all four, but one of them getting flat every so often, I could see it. Because this messy right here. Think about this now, and see, this is what we got to do, and this is what we don't do. We don't think about this from our human perspective. So when you think about this, you got to ask yourself, what kind of mindset do I have to be in to be best friends with somebody's husband and to gossip to their sister and to gossip to their husband? What kind of mindset do I have to be in? How childish, how petty, how miserable do I have to be to do that? And if I'm in that mindset, what would I do from that mindset? Will I fight? Will I slice a tire? Like, what will I do? And that's what we got to be real about, okay? That's what we got to be real about. And you got to think about that thing. So listen to me. Think on this and, go on, process this, get this in your spirit. Hey, this Tony Gaskins. God bless you. Shout out to Blessed Tribe, Blessed Business Tribe, and the Patreon. If you want to join us, links in the description. And make sure you get on over there to Tony Gaskins Academy while them courses discounted. God bless you. We'll talk soon.